Hey everyone, my name is Amanda Benko, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get the perfect foundation match featuring all L'Oreal Paris products. There is nothing worse than doing your makeup only to realize that your foundation does not match. Maybe it looks too pink in the daylight, maybe it turns orange and oxidizes after a few hours, or maybe it leaves that harsh line along your jaw. It's frustrating, and it's one of the most common beauty struggles that I see actually. As a makeup artist, I know how defeating it can be to never get that seamless skin-like finish, but there's a way to get it right every single time, and today I'm going to show you how. I'm breaking down how to find your exact shade with L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation. With 47 undertone coated shades, a hydrating, lightweight formula, and technology that adapts to your skin's unique tone and texture, it is literally built to take the guesswork out of foundation matching. Before you can find the right foundation shade, you need to understand one key thing: your undertone. When it comes to undertones, we have cool, warm, and neutral. So cool, the skin is going to have a little bit of pink or red, maybe even bluish tones, and silver jewelry tends to look best. Warm, the skin usually has golden yellow or peachy hues, and gold jewelry usually pops. Neutral is a balanced mix of cool and warm, and most metals will work. L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation clearly marks the undertone on every single bottle using a C for cool, W for warm, and an N for neutral. So once you know your letter, you're already halfway there. Once you know your undertone, the next step is actually figuring out your skin tone depth. So basically how light or deep your complexion is. This is where the numbers in the True Match system come in. L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation organizes every single shade into 5 skin tone families. So you've got light, light medium, medium, medium deep, and deep. And then it gives each one a number from 1 to 12, 1 being the fairest and 12 being the deepest. Here's a quick tip with the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation range. If you're between skin tone shades, so maybe you're tan in the summer or lighter in the winter, just stick with the same undertone letter and adjust the number up or down by 1. The True Match range is so extensive. There's literally 47 shades, and you can fine-tune all of them without switching undertones. So once you've narrowed down a few shades based on your undertone and depth, it's time to actually test them on your skin. And this is where most people go wrong. So swatching on the back of your hand or under harsh store lighting will almost always give you the wrong read. Here's the best way to do it. I always start with bare skin when I'm swatching my foundations, and this is my technique for finding the perfect match. Okay, so I apply 2 to 3 shades right along my jawline, and I actually pull the swatch slightly down onto my neck. This is the most important area because it connects your face and your neck, and you obviously want everything to blend seamlessly. You don't want your face to be a different color than your neck. So I have 3 shades here of the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation, and we're gonna find my perfect match. I have pretty fair skin, so I find myself sitting between the shades 0.5 and 1. I'm gonna start by swatching the shade 1N and dragging that down my neck, like I said. As you can see, this is a light foundation, but it has a neutral undertone. It's got a balance of pink and yellow pigments. Next to that, I'm gonna be swatching 0.5 W. This is a light shade as well, but it has warm undertones. Last but not least, I'm going in with the shade 0.5 C. This is a light foundation shade, but this one has cool undertones. Once you have your swatches, you're gonna wanna blend them in just a little bit. I just like to kind of soften the edges a little bit to see which one is gonna disappear into my skin the most. Don't forget to blend it into your neck as well. And before you pick your perfect matte shade, you're actually gonna wanna let these foundations sit on your skin for a few minutes, and let me tell you why. It is possible for some foundations to oxidize slightly on the skin, which just means they typically get a little bit darker as they set down on the skin. Once you've blended your swatches and you've let them sit a couple minutes, it's really important to look at the foundation in natural light. Whether that means stepping outside or standing near a window, this is going to show you the foundation's most true color. Sometimes when you're looking at foundation swatches in store, the lighting is really going to impact the way the foundation looks, making it look more cool or more warm than it actually is. And a lot of people make the mistake of swatching foundation on the back of their hand. You want to swatch your foundation like this, because the foundation that most disappears into your neck and face is going to be your perfect match. Just a quick tip, if your face is lighter than your neck, which is common, you're actually gonna wanna go with the neck shade, because this is gonna prevent you from having that sort of floating head look where your face is a different color than your neck. This is gonna keep your overall complexion really cohesive. Looking at these foundations, the one that disappears most into my skin is actually the shade right here, which is 0.5 W. This shade disappears the most into my face as well as my neck. I'm going to show you this foundation in action. I'm going to remove these swatches so that you can see just how perfect this match really is. The way I like to apply this foundation is I actually just start with my finger, and I'll apply a nice thin layer all over my skin. I find that applying the foundation thinly with my finger prevents streakiness and patchiness. And I'm just applying this all over my face. Starting by applying it with your fingers also warms up the product so it melts into the skin even easier. Once I have that nice thin layer, I just like to go in with a brush and press that foundation into my skin. As you can see, this foundation is just disappearing into my skin, giving me a very even and cohesive complexion. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup, it's just giving my skin that perfected look. And what I love about this formula is how lightweight it feels as well. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It's truly giving second skin. And of course, don't forget to blend down the neck. As you can see, this foundation is also disappearing seamlessly into my neck. To add a little bit more coverage and brightness to certain areas, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Paris True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. I'm using the shade N1. If you can't stand cakey concealer, you're going to love this. This gives a beautiful radiant finish and it is so lightweight. It is not cakey at all. It almost feels like skincare. It's so hydrating under the eyes and on the face. And the most amazing part is it actually gives great coverage. I like to focus this concealer anywhere I have a little bit of extra pigmentation, like under my eyes or where I get a little bit more red around my nose and mouth area. Look at how perfected my complexion looks. I cannot stress enough how important it is to find your perfect match. I'm going to show you how this looks like with the rest of my makeup complete, bronzer, blush, powder, all of that. And this is what that foundation looks like with the rest of my base complete. With these tips, finding the right foundation does not have to be frustrating. Once you know your undertone, your skin tone, and test a couple shades in natural lighting, finding the perfect match becomes super easy. The L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation makes it so simple. Truly, anyone can find their perfect shade and get that seamless skin-like finish. If you want to learn more about these products and find out where to buy, head to l'orealparisusa.com. Links are below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Bye.